My name is Ben Falco, and this video I'd like to talk about something that's in the Urantia and a few scriptures that are mentioned in the Bible, and kind of bring together the universal sort of situation. Uh, so, in the Urantia, it talks about the things in Jerusalem so transcend the things of Urantia that the comparison is grotesque. And the Bible talks about, a lot of people are offended by this, but our righteousness is like filthy rags. Uh, and just sort of the comparison between anything in this reality, even within the universe, and every law, even even the highest laws, and you know how in the book of Job, where it talks about how the Lord sets the sea lines and the stars in the place and the planets in their place, and how nothing transgresses within the rotations and the solar, how the Earth revolves around the sun, and all the other planets revolve, and how steadfast and steady these laws are, and as perfect as they may seem, they're still higher a reality. Those planets will still have through observation, scientific observation, there's still a breaking down of these planets. Stars die, and through those explosions, stars are born. There's still a life feeding on life, a necessity of death, even within the laws of the universe. And there's still as these things are still just shadows of higher, more perfect laws. And the Urantia talks about this, the Bible talks about this, and one of the things that it said, Enoch walked with God, and he was no more. And Jesus talked about the way to do this. You know, he says the kingdom of heaven is as a man searching for a pearl, and he gives up everything to obtain that pearl. And then it talks about the kingdom of heaven is like a man who found a treasure in a field, and he gives up everything, and he goes and gets that field. There's messages to obtaining and getting to that next level, and it requires great discipline and sacrifice, and to walk with God. And then I really like the way it's worded. Enoch walked with God, and he was no more. He transcended every law within this universe. There was a message I heard. A man had a vision of Enoch's last step in this world, and God showed him a vision where he took his last step, and there was so much, and he just transcended with lightning, and there was so much power. He actually blew back in the vision, and also Elijah transcended in the same way. Through a life of great discipline and love for the higher spiritual laws, he transcended also without death. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about the situation where and I wanted to also mention the Lord of the Rings. You know, when they were going to destroy that ring, it kind of spoke to me a little bit. I feel like the Spirit spoke to me a little bit, where he's like, not with 1,000 men could you can't go into Mordor. The very air you breathe is a poison. And in our spiritual life, in our spiritual body, in the whole laws of our whole universe, where this life feeds on life and this necessity of death, and we're kind of like in the shadows of glory, where also lower realities are also allowed to have certain laws established also. So it's also about what God established in humanity. But I feel spiritually, as children of God, connected to those higher realities. We are in Mordor. The air we breathe is poison. The bodies we carry is poison. The realities and the laws that are established within all around us. But take heart and be of courage. What did Paul say? Redeem the time, for the days are evil. So the days, our bodies, there's a lot of darkness within it all. But take heart, because God is with us, and He is birthing something beautiful and perfect even out of this. And it's through the life of Jesus Christ we know that God is love. He's revealed that there are reality. God is a God of eternal perfection. And Jesus said, "Be perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect." He would not have said that if it was not attainable. And this glory is attainable, and God, from a place of perfection, is able to see your perfection. And by faith and in faith, also studying the Bible and study the Urantia and learn about higher realities in these sources, and just as Jesus Christ died in the flesh, and so many of the children of God, we also die in the flesh, and the laws that, and we all everything exists within God, and have faith and take heart that that God will succeed in righteousness in the world that we live in. My name is Ben Falco. God bless you.